So this is Lucy. She actually made it onto the cover of my first book, Nowhere to Call Home, Photographs and Stories of the Homeless. Lucy told us that she once had big dreams of becoming a writer and she liked journaling and whatnot. However, she's been addicted to opioids since she was 14 years old, and it's began to take over her life to the point where she's found herself with no schooling, no place to stay, and she can no longer focus on her interests. So this is Chris. We took his photo at the Barrie Bayside Mission Centre in Barrie, Ontario. Chris had a very tragic story. He told us how his little girl had been hit by a car, and his wife, unable to handle the grief, took her own life as well, leaving him alone, and he actually lost speech for a year and had to go through a lot of therapy in order to get out of that, and he ended up on the street.
Leah is a 17-year-old student here in Collingwood. She started taking pictures of the homeless on the streets of Toronto about 3 years ago. She says it has since turned into an almost life-changing experience for her. How did taking these pictures change your views? How did it change your life and your perspective after having had taking these pictures and having those conversations, most importantly?
So after I started having conversations with these people and learning their stories and what's put them on the streets, I developed a lot of empathy for them, because I can now put myself in their shoes and really see how they ended up in the situation and really empathize to them. They don't want to be in the situation, right? With the images, I really want to convey that well with the image and to show the person's personality so that people can really relate and empathize with these people as I do. To humanize these individuals, because they're often seen as subhuman individuals, and we really want to change that. So all the profits from my first book, Nowhere to Call Home, Photographs and Stories of the Homeless, Volume 1, we're donating to the Barrie Bayside Mission Centre, and we decided to do that because a lot of the images in the first book were taken at the Barrie Bayside Mission Centre.
Leah's book is currently available for sale. If you would like to take a look at all of her images, you can go to our website, citynews.ca/extras. In Collingwood, Audra Brown.